Hey folks, welcome to FiddleHed Fiddle Lessons. We're going to do a fifth and final lesson on the Orange Blossom Special, and today we're going to learn my version of the B part. Alright, that's the basic idea. Let's learn how to do it. So in this version that I've created of this tune, we'll do a bunch of kind of fiddle variations. We'll practice the Georgia Shuffle eventually, which is a down bow followed by 3 slurred up notes and an up bow. We'll do pedal patterns. We'll do 2-finger double stops and sliding double stops. All right, so I'm gonna teach the tune in a little bit more basic way and then suggest this stuff later. By the way, this, as I said earlier, is just my version, but I tried to make a version which spans a lot of the different popular versions that I've heard and kind of has a little bit of all of them, just so you know. It's not as hard as it could be, and it's not as easy as it could be. Okay, so cool, let's get started. And one last thing I'll say is that this B part, what I've done is it's a 16 bar part, but I've broken it into 2 parts. So it's almost like a tune with an A and a B part. So it's a little confusing, but basically we'll start with the first part of the B part, which is 8 bars long, and then that gives us 2 bar quarters, easier to work with. I think it'll be easier for you to learn that way. All right. Here is the first 2 bars of the B part. I'm going to break that down a little bit more carefully, starting open A, 1, 2. And we just do that twice in a row. Okay, so that's the whole first quarter of the first B part. All right, so the next quarter starts with that same riff, and then we're going to just do A3, 1, 1, 1. Actually, we can do 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the whole second quarter is. I'm going to do the first 4 bars more quickly so you can kind of start to see how it fits together. All right, and you can add a pickup to that, so A2, 1. Cool, okay. Now we'll do the next quarter, which is this. All right, I'm going to break that down, starting without pickup notes. Here it is broken down carefully. All right, and we can do it with a pickup, E2, 1. Okay, very good. So after that, we do something a bit different. So the 4th quarter will be this. Let's break that down. So those are the pedal patterns I was talking about at the beginning, that warning in the beginning. They're actually really fun. So I'm just going to break it down very slowly. This whole quarter is starting E4, which is B. And on the FiddleHed side, I have sheet music, tabs, everything you need to get this, as well as audio for each part. we will later add some bowings to this. So the whole, I'm going to kind of quickly play what we have so far. Okay, so that's the whole first time through the B part, the first 8 bars. And again, treating it like its own little part, its own of a fiddle tune. And I just want to pause here to say that if you know the Georgia Shuffle, so let me do the Georgia Shuffle on open A, on A major. It's a down followed by, down on an 8th note followed by 3 slurred up notes. You can basically do that on this entire version. So okay, cool. So now we'll move on to the next part, which starts the same. So if we look at this as its own part, the first 2 bars of this are the same as the first 2 bars of the whole B part. So let's move from that to the second quarter of this B part, so which is this. So I'm going to break that down very carefully. First, without a double stop, we're going to go E3, 2, low 2, 1. All right, I'll do that again. All right, and then to add the double stop, when we were playing that E3, we'd add A2. So A3 and A2, and then when we play 2, we're adding A1, and then lower the 2. And then E1 and open A. So let's use our old friend, the practice strategy of going between a basic and a variation to help get this. So without double stops, with, without, so without, doesn't it sound cool? Just like fiddling, like at its finest. It's fun. It's fun. It's hard, but it's fun. If you hang with it, I think you'll really have a good time with this. All right, so now moving on to the next quarter, which will be this. We're going to break that down. It's just a kind of pattern, kind of similar to Arkansas Traveler a little bit. The end of that. So anyway, we're gonna go E3, 2, 3, open, 1, 3. I'll do it with more flow. And then I want to point out that I added a kind of well, no, I'll add the variations for this in a minute, the bowings when we're done. And then the 4th quarter of the tune will be this. All right, and so I'll break that down for you slowly. Okay, and then the last bar we can add more double stops. We can add A2. So we're basically doing A2 and E3. Sliding both fingers back. So you may want to, if you can do that and you're interested in doing that, stay with that for a while. And then do that whole ending. And then we could add a little bit of Georgia Shuffle there. If you like, you don't have to. And then I was gonna say, I wanna return to the part before that, which is, and I wanna add this rhythm of doing 3 slurred eighth notes. So, all right, again. All right, so you have all the parts. I hope that makes sense. Hope this is fun. I don't know, maybe I went through it too quickly, maybe too slowly. Let me know. All right, I'm always trying to improve these lessons, so let me know if that makes sense and if you have any further questions on this. And also let me know how it goes with your progress. Like, just to sum the whole series up, if you are a beginner, you can kind of start with the basic pattern. So if you have any fiddle friends who want to learn this, you can say, well, the whole pattern's kind of hard, but you can start with the rhythm. And this is just a way to remind, if you have done the whole series, how cool it is, how far you've come. And then you could do the advanced fingering. And then the double stops. And then the whole first A part. And then the B part. Do 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 do. Sing it. That's always a good, helpful thing. The more you can internalize the music, the better. So anyway, thanks for taking this journey with me on this tune. I know that there's probably not as many of you watching now as who started. And if you've made it to the end of the 5th video, wow, that's persistence. And I hope you've had a good time and that you've gotten something out of this. And thanks for all your great feedback. And we'll see you soon. Go to FiddleHed.com for a progressive, step-by-step course outline, color-coded tabs, play-along tracks, sheet music, and much more. Thanks for watching the video. Excellent! And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.